Dean, are tariffs inflationary?
Yeah.
American liquors being banned in Canada.
What are two clips that give off the same energy?
He's actually not implementing tax hikes.
So by now we've all heard that Canada is removing Jack Daniels from the shelves.
What up YouTube, my name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we're gonna look at Trump adding a 200% tariff on alcohol for all exported alcohol for all imported alcohol coming into the United States. So he said that he will be adding a 200% tariff on European alcohol, since they added a 50% tariff on all alcohol coming from the United States, the European. So this trade tension to which Trump is doing, I feel that it is hurting the economy. But let's look at this. US President Donald Trump said Thursday he plans to put a 200% tariff on alcohol from France and other European nations in the latest escalation of global trade tension. The US tariff comes after the European Union moved to reinstate an import tax on American whiskey. The European Union, one of the most hostile and abusive taxing and tariffing authorities in the world, which was formed for the sole purpose of taking advantage of the United States, has just put a nasty 50% tariff on whiskey. If this tariff is not removed immediately, the US will shortly place a 200% tariff on all wine, champagnes, and alcohol products coming out of France and other EU representative countries. This would be great for the wine and champagne business in the US, Trump said.
Starting today, LCBO, the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world, will begin removing U.S. products from its store shelves. And as the exclusive wholesaler, American brands will no longer be available in LCBO catalog, meaning other retailers, bars, and restaurants in the province will no longer be able to restock U.S. products. This is an enormous hit to the American producers. Every year, the LCBO sells nearly $1 billion worth of U.S. wine, beer, cider, seltzers, and spirits, including more than 3,600 products from 35 states. As of today, every single one of these products is off the shelves.
From the way I understand it is that if Trump is adding additional tariffs on all products that are imported, so at the end of the day, when customs and exports, when customs and import so whenever they put in tariffs for, let's make an example, let's say alcohol coming from France. So remember that I, as a consumer, I like a certain type of alcohol compared to alcohol that is made in my home country. So just for the mere fact that you charging tariffs on overseas alcohol, does it make it that I would preferably want to buy a local alcohol? You get what I mean? Domestic alcohol. So I would take an example of maybe Hennessy. I prefer a cognac which is Hennessy because of the taste. But just because you want to charge a tariff on Hennessy which is exported from another country, doesn't mean that I would end up wanting to buy a local cognac because at the end of the day, I have my preference, and for me, Hennessy tastes much better. So I feel that these tariffs, it is much more hurting the customer, the local customers to which have preference for certain types of product, because I don't believe that maybe a local cognac will taste much better than a exported cognac like Hennessy. So I should be forced to drink a local cognac and support local business, which is a good thing. Mind you, it is a good thing that we should support local businesses. But remember that there is preference, there is taste. So maybe it's Friday today. I am sitting, obviously, and now I'm drinking something to which I don't like for the sake of supporting my own country. You see? So at the end of the day, I do believe that these tariffs are only hurting the customers.
We all want to celebrate the new year, but first, a buzzkill, because we have to talk about all the taxes you pay every time you go to the liquor store. So we got 2 cases of beer. The total price for the beer was about $60. You're paying about $30 in taxes. We got 2 bottles of wine, 1 red, 1 white. Each bottle was about $20. For each bottle, you're paying $13 in taxes. Now this big fella right here, a bottle of vodka, it costs about $50. More than 37 of that is taxes. So for all of this, what we paid at the till was $150. Now in that was a $93 tax bill. So let me just say that one more time, okay? You got 2 cases of beer, 2 bottles of wine, 1 bottle of vodka, and you got $93 of taxes. $93 just in taxes. Okay? And here's why. Every time you get beer, 50% taxes. Wine, 2/3 taxes. Hard alcohol, more than 3/4 taxes. Now we all have to drink responsibly in the new year, but the Trudeau government needs to stop binging on alcohol tax hikes. Get this, folks. Next year in 2023, the federal government is raising alcohol taxes by 6.3%. That can't happen. Tell your MPs, give them a call, give them an email, tell them to cut it off with their liquor tax binges.
The European Union treats us very badly. They're doing what they should be doing, perhaps, for the European Union, but it does create ill will. And as you know, we're going to be doing reciprocal tariffs. So whatever they charge us, we're charging them. Nobody can complain about that. Whatever it is, it doesn't even matter what it is. If they charge us 25 or 20% or 10% or 2% or 200%, then that's what we're charging them. And so I don't know why people get upset about that, because there's nothing more fair than
American liquors being banned in Canada. I'm gonna tell you every single one that's gone. First up on the list, we got Jack Daniels. That's right, fellas, no more 40s in the club. I better see y'all rocking the Crown from now on. Second up, I'm kind of depressed about this one because it's the only rum I like, but we're getting rid of Sailor Jerry. Thankfully, we will still be keeping Captain Morgan from the US Virgin Islands. You're gonna notice a lot of things that you would think is American, but technically is made in Canada due to a bunch of breweries being owned and operated in Ontario. I'd say the biggest example of that is we're keeping Bud Light and Budweiser. Seltzers, I'm sorry, but we are in fact losing both Truly and White Claw. If we're gonna stick to talking about vodkas, we technically get to keep Smirnoff, but not flavored Smirnoff. Also some other ones like New Amsterdam, Pink Whitney, and Sky Vodka, gone. Most importantly though, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I can't drink Tito's no more. Tito's really got their marketing right on that bottle, because that really truly is man's best friend. If you're looking for a replacement, I highly recommend Zerkova Unity. It's not an ad, but this is made in Canada by Ukrainian immigrants, and a portion of every bottle sold will be going to help people in Ukraine. Finally, the big one. Every single Kentucky bourbon is gone. I'm assuming y'all would have been able to figure that out, but just in case, I wanted to remind you. There's also a bunch of other random liquors like Aviation Gin, which is American because it's like a celebrity-owned one. All of these like celebrity-owned alcohols are all gone. Good gin is safe because it's made in the UK. Good tequila is safe because it's all made in Mexico. All like the weird alcohols that you drink in high school, like Butter Ripple Schnapps, Sourpuss. There's a few other schnapps companies that are going down now, but those are all gone too. I think that sums everything up. If I'm missing anything, let me know.
So by now we've all heard that Canada is removing Jack Daniels from the shelves, and Jack Daniels has responded. They have said that Canada removing their bottles from shelves will be more detrimental to them than just Trump's tariffs alone. But is this you, Jack Daniels? Because if I recall, 6 months ago, you guys scrapped your DEI program, so I kind of think you had this coming anyways, and it's well deserved. Also, is this you? I noticed that you guys donated bottles to Donald Trump's inauguration, so again, well deserved. Lastly, I'd like to point out the method in which Jack Daniels uses to distill their whiskey wasn't even created by Jack Daniels in the first place. He learned it from a formerly enslaved man named Nearest Green. Nearest Green was the first known African-American master distiller. So you guys of all companies should know the importance of DEI, considering you guys stole a method from a man who was way more qualified, all because of a racist family who decided to steal that method and get rich for themselves. Anyways, I'm glad Canada is delivering on the consequences that is well deserved to companies like Jack Daniels. My name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
What are two clips that give off the same energy?
He's actually not implementing tax hikes. Tariffs are a tax hike on foreign countries that, again, have been ripping us off. Tariffs are a tax cut for the American people, and the president is a staunch advocate of tax cuts. As you know, he campaigned on no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, no taxes on Social Security benefits. He is committed to all three of those things, and he expects Congress to pass them later this year.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have.
That's
they
it.
don't get charged on foreign companies, they get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades, as I said at the beginning, revenues will stay here, wages will go up, and our country will be made wealthy again. And I think it's insulting that you are trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated Press.
Okay, guys, so you heard what they had to say in terms of alcohol tariff on EU, and to which Trump is willing to charge them 200%. But at the end of the day, I still believe that people from a domestic country to which that domestic country is charging a tariff on exported goods, people of that domestic country will pay more at the end of the day, because it won't change my preference to want to buy a domestic product because of the taste, you see. So guys, thank you for watching this channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up on the next one. Peace out.